You know, probably the last 3 years is when we first started seeing them. And this year we've seen more than ever.
Mary Douglas and her husband have lived near Lapine State Park for 8 years. Friday, they officially moved out of their home, a home that she says has several unusual visitors.
They're usually fairly large, they're gray. And I think the first year it was more like brown rabbits. We saw a white one, but big gray ones this year.
This particular area of Lapine has seen a bit of overabundance of bunnies. A Central Oregon Daily News viewer sent us this video of around 10 rabbits near her home. John Niersky has lived in his house since 1996 and has seen the population growth firsthand.
It kind of exploded a while back, and I mean, they're just absolutely all over the place.
John isn't exactly sure how this overgrowth of rabbit population happened, but he has jumped to a possible conclusion.
The people that were behind us had kind of a menagerie. They had all kinds of different things. They had, geese, and they had actually even an emu, and they had a bunch of rabbits. So I'm kind of suspecting that maybe that's where they came from.
Molly Honea with Think Wild, a wildlife hospital and conservation center, says she believes these are feral domestic rabbits that have a known population in Lapine. She believes someone released a pet rabbit, which in turn did what rabbits do. And now the area is filled with these fluffy critters.
No bother whatsoever. We have our grandkids visit a lot, and they love it when the rabbits are out there bouncing around.
Well, they're kind of a pain. I planted a bunch of little fir trees out here last year, and then they ate all of the fir trees.
I spoke to nearly 24 neighbors who all say they have or had an infestation of rabbits at one time or another.
I think you have to realize if you're living in the forest that it was the animals' forest first. And especially if you're in a migration zone, you're going to have deer coming through or elk coming through. And if you're not up to that, you probably shouldn't be living in the forest.
The Humane Society of Central Oregon has a rabbit spay and neuter program, so you can make sure you're a responsible pet rabbit owner. Steelhaugen, Central Oregon Daily News.